Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Crocodiles, double honors to the elder apostles, Great Millstone, and faith patient to rocking the brothers out here teaching daily and week in and week out on the highways and byways, preaching this wonderful word, and the hopeful elect out here. And I'm going to start this off in Psalms chapter 147, verse 19. Start verse 19. It says, He showed His word unto Jacob, His statute and His judgments unto Israel. Because Yahawashi, only showed His statute, His law, statute, commandments to the nation of Israel, and the judgments, He only judged, Israel for, not following the law, statute, commandments, properly, and transgressing against Him. Because, I'm going to continue, I'm going to read verse 20. It says, He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahawah. So these heathen nations, these heathen nations, they have no dealings. They never dealt with the true living power. Only the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we only dealt with the living power, which His name is Yahawah. We only dealt with Yahawah. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. These other nations never was that they weren't at Mount Sinai when the laws were given to the people. And only the children of Israel were present. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It speaks about that in Amos. And it says, I'm gonna get it in Amos. This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, Hear these words that Yahawah spake against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, Ye only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. So the Most High only knew Israel, only dealt with Israel. He brought up Israel out of Egypt. He only knows Israel as His people, as His nation. He gave the law, statutes, commandments only to Israel, no other nations. And He only punished Israel for their iniquities, that they transgress against Him. I'm going to go to Psalm 78. This is Psalm 78 and 5. It says, For He established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which He commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. So He only, established His, testimony with Jacob and appointed the law with Israel, which that, Jacob and Israel, that's the entire nation, through our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the 12 patriarchs, and the generations on down, because this is I'm going to go to Psalms 103. I'm going to go to Psalms 103 and 7. I'm going to read verse 7. Psalm 103 verse 7, it says, He made it, Salaki, Psalms 103, 7, He made known His ways unto Moses, His acts unto the children of Israel. So He didn't deal with no other nations. He gave the law, statute, commandments, the laws to Moses to give to the children of Israel. He didn't tell Moses to go to the other nations. He gave it to Moses to give to our people. I'm going to go to Psalms 148. Psalms 148 and 14. It says, He exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of his saints. Even the children of Israel, people near unto him, praise ye Yahawah. So, the saints of the Most High are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The children of Israel. That's who are the saints. And that's who Yahawah Bahasham is with. I'm gonna go to Joel. And this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna go to Joel 2. Because it's Joel 2 and 27. It says, it's Joel 2:27, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahawah, your power, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. So the Most High Yahawah is no other power but the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's our living power. He's not nobody else's living power. We're his representations on the earth. We represent him on the earth, And the other heathen nations, they're just extras. We're the main. Well, Esau and Jacob are the main characters, the protagonists and antagonist characters, but the children of Israel are the representation of God on earth. So anyway, I'm gonna say all praise and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Karkadush, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. If that takes you out to teach all truth, sincerity, and shalom.